In 1831, Maria Stewart's speech, delivered in front of a crowd of black and white men and women, sent a message to black women of their power and ability to speak and to act to advance themselves. Her role as a widow undermined the patriarchal notion that legitimated women within the context of marriage and motherhood. Mariah set the bar high, and many women of color such as Ida B. Wells have continued the legacy of her words. In addition to contesting the white patriarchal structure that was the crux of Southern lynch laws, Wells's writing fought underlying notions of Christendom that emphasized a threat to the purity of white women by recharacterizing the issue as a manifestation of the sexual security and dominance of white men. The legacy of trailblazers continues with that of the collective. The emphasis on group agency within black women organizations characterized the Combahee River Collective's statement. The statement's inception placed black women in roles as both the writers and publishers of work meant to advance their own political feminist agenda. Its equal focus on issues of sex and class in addition to race asserted the need to understand how those issues continuously make up and build off of each other. The efficacy of the collective is obvious from this and from its past and future iterations. The beginnings of organizations like the Women's Political Council and the African Feminist Forum all span different times, but their continual focus upon actions to liberate and bring together women affirms the idea of liberation as a continual process, and the collective as a vehicle to achieve it. In the late 1960s, leaders within and outside of prison challenged the idea that policing practices and punitive measures were and are neutral in terms of race, class, and gender. Angela Davis demanded freedom for political prisoners during that time, and later on, her writing for Are Prisons Obsolete showed the cyclical and metamorphic nature of a capitalistic system that monetizes prison labor and defines the prison as an industrial complex. It is within the context of the prison industrial complex that Kimberlé Crenshaw pulls from those before her like Davis to nuance the increasing criminalization as both a black male and black female issue. Her speech highlighted the importance of dismantling the American prison industrial complex through counter-hegemonic practices and movements that address the plurality of issues. Reifying black power in this way focuses on breaking down notions of criminality through radically embracing, loving, and supporting blackness, thereby dismantling notions that place ideas of beauty, intelligence, sexuality, morality, and culture as inherent qualities of race. Going beyond the use of these words within literature leads to activism in the form of poetry, art, song, dance, and more.
Do you understand? I am capitalism. Racism is my son. Gentrification is his sister. The jail system is my illegitimate daughter, and public schools are my badass grandkids. Can't you see?
In her evocative poem, Porsha O overturns notions of capitalism as a benign system and uses explicit sexual imagery to paint its dominance over the mind and the body. She exemplifies the use of poetry as an activist medium and as a way to critique systems, like how Davis critiques the collusion of blacks within the white hegemonic notions of intelligence.
Apparently, intelligence is a white trait. At least that's what I've gathered. This one girl asked me, why would I use big words? So I can sound like you? You know what I sound like? Like I've read a book before.
While Meklit's song Kemekem focuses on the afro as a symbol of attraction, joy, and love, Wanuri Kahiu's Pumzi demonstrates the connection between rejecting the dominant political and social order and nurturing a radical love for one's environment. Activist mediums encourage engaging in self-reflexive thought and produce tangible actions and reactions.